Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you have no idea who I am, my name is Chanel, and over here in this very small corner of the YouTube world, we talk about God, fashion, luxury fashion. We do some vlogging, we work out, we take care of our skin, honey, we eat healthy, we do some things over here. So if any of that is of interest to you, then I would love if you would subscribe to this channel. Nonetheless, as you guys saw from the title of today's video, we are going to be talking all about my spring summer 21 luxury wish list. Now, I was gonna film this video probably maybe 2 months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of talked myself out of it. Though I enjoy watching these videos, they can be a bit much for me at times, and I kind of talked myself out of it because just given the state of the world, I kind of thought it was a little bit, I don't know, selfish in a way to just come on here and talk about things that honestly in real life don't really matter, if we're just being honest. But I enjoy these videos, you guys enjoy these videos, so I took to my Instagram, which if you're not following my Instagram, you should be following me. I took to my Instagram and I asked you guys if you would be interested in seeing some items that are on my wish list for the spring summer season, and no lie, 100% of you guys said that you would be interested in seeing what is on my spring summer 21 luxury wish list. So here we are. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the things that I have on my luxury wish list, and I don't have a lot on here. There's literally only 6 things. For me, I wanted to make this list attainable, and I wanted it to be realistic for just my lifestyle, the life that I live right now, just given the circumstances of everything, and just overall items that I know I will get use out of, not just for the spring summer season, but fall, winter, and just years to come. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys, I am having a moment with Prada right now. Prada, like so many other brands and so many other designers, are really reaching back into their archives and are redesigning, remaking, relaunching pieces that we saw 10, 15, 20 years ago. So the first 3 things are all Prada. I know it's a lot, but it is what it is. The first item are a pair of Prada re-nylon shorts. You guys, I am obsessed with these shorts. I went back and forth for about a month as to whether or not I should order them. And about a month ago, I decided to pull the trigger. Ordered the shorts, they come in the mail. I'm super excited, super pressed, ready to see what they look like. And I try them on. I'm looking at them, we're in the mirror, we're feeling good. We're feeling like, okay, these may be added to the closet. As I'm reaching around, just, you know, touching them, girl, I feel something hard by my thigh. Now, these were shipped from a store, and before I even looked, as soon as I felt something hard, I already knew what it was. They left the sensor attached in the shorts, sis. And yes, I'm gonna put you on blast. Broadway Avenue store in New York. That was an amateur move. What are you doing? This is like basics 101. Make sure that you take off the sensor before you do a sale, girl. So, needless to say, I obviously had to return the shorts, and when I returned the shorts, I kind of talked myself into not getting them again because I was like, okay, well, maybe they're just not meant to be. But I'm not gonna lie, I want the shorts. I want the shorts, sis. So I have been doing my research, you guys. When I say that they are sold out everywhere, they are sold out everywhere, at least in the size that I need, which is either a 46 Italian or a 48. I have looked everywhere in the States, outside of the States, and at this point, girl, I'm low-key ready to hire a personal shopper. I try not as hard as I can to go through personal shoppers just because obviously you are paying an additional fee on top of the item itself. But I don't know, you guys, I really want these shorts, and the fact that I got them and I tried them on and I can really see myself wearing and styling them, I want them that much more. So we will see, but nonetheless, these Prada nylon shorts are very high up on my wish list for the spring summer season. Moving right along, like I said, I have 3 items from Prada, but the next 2 are shoes, and they are a pair of Prada mule loafers. I don't know if this is the technical name, but this is what I'm calling them because they're definitely like a loafer vibe, but they're a mule. So as I'm sure you guys know, Prada came out with their loafers for the fall winter season. I was very tempted to order them. However, I know that loafers tend to be very hard to break in, and these look very difficult to break in. Not only do they look very difficult to break in, but I actually heard from several people personally that I know that bought them, and just people here on YouTube, and they said that they were very difficult to break in. A lot of people said that they gave them blisters. And let me tell you something about me. I don't do blisters. I don't do anything that is uncomfortable. If you do not know, I had foot surgery 3 years ago from years of sacrificing my feet to look cute. And after having foot surgery, I swore, and to this day have promised myself, I will not do anything uncomfortable. That is shoes, clothing, it does not matter. If it is uncomfortable, I'm not wearing it, I'm not buying it. So after I heard the unfortunate negative reviews about these shoes, I figured, okay, they're just not meant to be. But lo and behold, Prada came out with a mule version of this shoe, and you guys, I need them. And they have been ordered. They are on the way, sis. So we will see. I am very much so looking forward to seeing how these look. I love the masculine touch that they just bring to everything. Of course, loafers just have that by default, like masculine vibe and aesthetic, which I personally really like. And the fact that they are a mule just means I don't have to necessarily worry about breaking them in so much. They still do look very stiff in my opinion, but at least I don't have to worry about the back of my heel being irritated by the shoe kind of just rubbing up against my foot, because I heard that was probably the worst part of the break-in process. So they actually should be coming next week. Maybe by the time this video goes up, they will have come in the mail. I feel like it's been a long time since I've purchased a pair of mules. When like the mule trend first came out 4 or 5 years ago, I was obsessed. I had so many different styles of mules, and then for some reason I just stopped wearing them, but I'm definitely like in a mule vibe. So really looking forward to getting these in the mail, and hopefully you guys will be seeing in an upcoming spring summer haul video. So 2 pair of shoes from Prada, the last being a pair of sneakers. And I don't know what it is about these sneakers, you guys, but I love them. They're so simple, they're so basic. Obviously, I'm sure there are similar pairs out there that are not Prada that don't cost as much that I could get, but there's something about this Prada pair that I just really love. I love the fact that they have this chunky rubber sole, and I don't know, I just really like them. I do think soon after my loafers get here, I'm gonna order them. And the thing about a lot of these items, which I'm sure you guys know, but if you are not on top of it as far as ordering these things either before the season comes or getting them right when the season comes, a lot of these items will sell out very quickly. And believe it or not, I have found these sneakers for cheaper than what they are being sold here in the US. So that is kind of why I'm a little bit more pressed to just go ahead and order them. I'd rather order them and pay cheaper than not order them and regret not getting them. And not only are they not available, but if they are still available, I'm probably paying more money. So I do think I am going to order these soon after the loafers get here. And if they don't work out, it's fine. I'll just return them. And if they work out, then they just work out. But yeah, I love these sneakers. Again, they're very simple, they're very basic, which I like. They will go with so much. I can wear them throughout the entire spring summer season, and then obviously transition them into the fall winter as well. Dresses, skirts, jeans, shorts, literally they work with everything. So these are the last items on my wish list from Prada for the spring summer season. Now, the next item on my wish list is not actually something that is specific for the spring summer season. It is something I would like to get for the warmer months, but I can honestly get this at any point in the year, and it is a vintage Cartier watch. This specific style, I believe, is the Santos octagon version. This also does come in like a rectangle version, but I do prefer the octagon style. Now, I remember years ago, like years ago, when the Michael Kors watches were a big thing. I had 1 or 2 of them. I'm sure you guys also remember those watches. They came in a ton of different styles and variations. And you guys, I wore these watches to death. All of my arm parties, all of the bracelets, I had them stacked, and it was my thing. I loved a super heavy wrist. And then for years, I was over it. I sold every watch that I had. I sold every bracelet, you guys. I had a few Hermes click-clack bracelets. I sold those. I had some David Yurman bracelets. I sold those. I was over it. I did not want any bracelets or any watches. And for years, I did not wear anything on my wrist at all. But over the past like 6 months to a year, I've really been eyeing watches, you guys. I don't know what it is. I really don't know much about luxury watches when it comes to like Rolexes and Chopards and even some Cartiers. I really don't know much about watches other than the fact that I just like what they look like. So I have been doing a little bit of research, again, specifically on vintage watches. And again, like I said, this is not something that is specific for the spring summer season. I would love to get it for the warmer months, but I'm just going to be patient and find the right one. And though I'm actually not much of a silver hardware kind of girl, 9 times out of 10, I'm always wearing gold. I actually don't mind that the majority of this watch is silver hardware and that there is only a little bit of gold. At some point in my life, there is a gold rollie that I would love to get, but you know, that's years down the line, sis. Nonetheless, I would love to get my hands on this item for the spring summer season, and you know, if not the spring summer, then maybe the fall. So next up on my wish list for the spring summer season are my continual running list of vintage Chanel items and old Celine items. One thing to know about me is though I enjoy the trends, I enjoy seeing what's new, I enjoy knowing what's hot and what's just the thing right now, I always have a running list of vintage Chanel and old Celine pieces. I cannot tell you how much research I do on items that are actually vintage and just previous season items. There's something about just old Celine and vintage Chanel that I know is super timeless, and regardless of what trendy bags are here and what trends are here right now, I know that these items will stand the test of time. So I'm not gonna go into like a super extensive list of old Celine items that I would love to get or vintage Chanel, but per usual, there is always going to be a gold vintage Chanel belt that I would love to get my hands on. I actually talked about this in my 2020 spring summer luxury wish list. This is just something that if I find the right one, I will know when it speaks to me, but if not, I will just always have it on my wish list. I'm very particular about the style that I want, and I'm only willing to pay a certain price for it. So if I do not find the style that I want and it is not at a certain price point, then girl, it just won't get got. When it comes to old Celine, obviously speaking about Phoebe Philo's reign, because girl, that's all we acknowledge at Celine is Phoebe Philo. I would love to get my hands on the frame bag. I would love to get my hands on a blanket. You guys, there's so many old Celine items I would love to get my hands on. I actually scored a pair of sandals last year that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I cannot wait to pull those out this current spring summer season. So needless to say, I always have a running list of old Celine items and vintage Chanel items that I would like to get my hands on. All right, you guys, and last but not least, we're going to go into the world of Bottega. Now, before I dive into Bottega, I just want to have a conversation, and I am going to talk very candidly about how I feel right now. You all know I don't need to go into like deep conversation about all the things that Daniel Lee has done and is doing for the girls over at Bottega. We love it. We stand for it. We are living for all things Daniel Lee at Bottega right now, and for great reason. If you don't know who Daniel Lee is, I'm sure you do, but just in case you don't, Daniel Lee is the new creative director over at Bottega Veneta. Daniel has brought such a youthfulness and a refreshment to Bottega that it needed, and all the girls are living. If you don't know, Daniel Lee actually interned under Phoebe Philo when she was at Celine, and the girls are living for this almost very minimalist, sophisticated vibe that Bottega has right now, not even just with the accessories and the bags and the shoes, but also with the ready-to-wear. And if you actually go back and look at previous Celine collections and you actually look at what Daniel Lee is doing right now at Bottega, you can definitely see some similarities with the style and aesthetics. However, y'all, I'm kind of getting over it. I am burnt out of Bottega. And I don't even want to say that because there's so many good things, but I'm so tired of seeing it. And again, it's for good reason. Don't get me wrong. It's for great reason. All I have right now are a pair of sunglasses, and I can just vouch from the single pair of sunglasses that I own that the quality is impeccable. So I can only imagine the shoes, the bags, and even some of the clothing. However, y'all, I'm tired of seeing it everywhere. And again, I hate to say that because everything is so good. So I go into this a little hesitant on what it is I want to get, because I feel like the items that I would like to get, I'm kind of tired of seeing. And though I am tired of seeing it, I still want it, but everybody has it. But I'm also not the person to not get something because everybody else has it. I don't know. It's just that kind of like weird place where you want it because you want it, but you're also tired of seeing it. So should I even get it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but these are the things that I would like to get, but I low-key am like still on the fence about getting them. So we'll see. The first one being a mini Jody bag. You guys know this bag. I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen all the colors, and for a good reason. Again, it just seems like a really nice grab and go bag. This is something you can wear in the day. You can wear it at night. It just goes with everything. I love the woven texture. Since purchasing my Loewe puzzle bag, which you guys know is in that beautiful brown woven camel leather, I have really realized how much I enjoy that texture and just the added like oomph that it brings to an outfit without taking away from your outfit, if that makes sense. So I would love to get my hands on a mini Jody bag. I have gone back and forth between what colors. Obviously white is super classic. It goes with everything. Again, it can be worn in the day, it can be worn in the night, and that's just, in my opinion, seasonless. I've also thought about that beautiful green color, but I'm also a little bit hesitant because I'm just like, okay, would I get much wear out of it? Actually, I'm also really loving the yellow. It's like more or less a mustardy yellow, which in my opinion is a little bit easier to wear and would be a really good neutral yellow. So I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of going back and forth between all these colors. Nonetheless, I say all that to say, I would love to get my hands on a mini Jody bag for the coming spring summer season. And also, I would love to get either a pair of the Lido slides, or I believe it's the board sandals. That's what it is. It's either the Lido slides or the board sandals. And actually, I wanted to get the board sandals or the board slides last summer season, but I wasn't sure if they were just worth the money at the time. I feel like last summer season, that's when Bottega really was just having its moment and everybody was just buying everything. And I did not want to make an impulse decision, so I decided not to get them. But fast forward a year later, this is a pair of shoes that I really do feel like I can get a lot of wear out of. They're simple, they're easy, and I also love that crisscross style of the front of them. And they also look a little bit easier to walk in than the Lido slides. I've heard nothing but great reviews about all of Bottega's shoes, be them flats or heels. So all of these shoes look very comfortable, but I feel like for some reason there's a little bit more support with the board slides than with the Lidos. This is definitely more or less like a late spring, early summer item that I would get for myself. So we'll see. Maybe by that time there will be some more colors released. Who knows? But at this current moment, I would like to get my hands on a mini Jody bag and a pair of Lido slides or board slides. And last but not least on my wish list from Bottega for the spring summer season would be another pair of sunglasses. You guys, I cannot tell you how obsessed I am with those green sunglasses that I have. I will insert a couple of pictures here on the screen if you have no idea of what sunglasses I am talking about. I scored those, and I actually hauled those a couple of months ago, but I scored those, I want to say it was the end of like the summer sales last year from Matches for half off, and it probably was the best pair of sunglasses that I bought last year. And I bought a few pairs of luxury sunglasses, and those unquestionably are my favorite. They for me are like a neutral, which sounds kind of weird because they're green and they're a pair of sunglasses, but it does really work as a neutral, I have found, and they just add a really fun pop of color to anything you're wearing. So I would love to get my hands on another pair of sunglasses. There are several styles that I am looking for or eyeing, but I really haven't decided. So we'll see. I have more than enough sunglasses right now, so I'm not super pressed to get them right now, but I definitely would love to get my hands on a new pair for the spring summer season. So a bag, a pair of shoes, and a pair of sunglasses are the last items on my Bottega wish list, and those are going to be the items that round out my spring summer luxury wish list. All right, you guys, so that is everything. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys have anything on your luxury wish list? Do you guys have anything that I want? If so, let me know how you like it. Is it worth it? Do you stand for it? Should I get it? Let me know down below. If you are new here and you have not already subscribed to my channel, then girl, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button down below. Be sure to also follow me over on Instagram, because anything that I get, more than likely, I'm probably going to show there first. So I don't want you to miss it. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram. Check out my blog, ChanelFiles.com. And last but not least, please be sure to hit the bell notification so you are notified when I do make a new video. Stay safe, stay healthy, be blessed, and I will talk to you guys a little bit later.